I'm Raquel with Health, Homeopathy, and Me, and today I'm going to talk about what homeopathy actually is. A lot of people, when I tell them, oh, I like to use homeopathy for that, they'll say, oh, that's like herbs and essential oils and like natural medicine, right? And I say, no, actually, it's its very own system of medicine. Those other things, herbs, essential oils, they actually have more in common as far as treatment approach and philosophy goes with allopathic medicine, your traditional medicine that you go to doctor for. Homeopathy is completely separate and different. So let me explain. Over 2,000 years ago, Hippocrates wrote that there are two approaches to healing. The first is going to be the use of contraries, which is what allopathic medicine falls under, and the second is going to be the use of similars, which is what homeopathic medicine falls under. So first I'm going to talk about a little definition in terms. So we have allopathy. What is that? Most people would refer to their physician as an allopathic doctor. There are osteopathic doctors too, but most people know about allopathic doctors. Allopathy literally means other. Allo is other, suffering, pathy. And that literally, as the word is written, means that there is no direct correlation between the symptoms that you're having and the treatment that you're given, but for some reason, it works to alleviate symptoms. Strictly speaking, from a linguistic sense, most medicine practice today, whether that is traditional or herbal, it actually falls under the term antipathy, which means opposite suffering. So examples of that would be taking a laxative for constipation. You're going to take something that you know makes you go when you can't. Or an anti-inflammatory like Advil when you have swelling and pain. You take an anti-inflammatory, something that's going to take down that inflammation and relieve the pain. Another example is antacid for reflux. You have too much acid, and so you're going to take something that will bring that down. An example from the herbal world would be passion flower or California poppy to help you sleep if you're having a bout of insomnia. California poppy is related to the opium poppy, very distantly related. It has some similar actions on the body, including making you very tired and helping you sleep. Something that pretty much everybody can relate to is coffee. You know, you're tired, you're dragging, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you really need that pick-me-up. Most people reach for coffee because they know it's going to give them that caffeine buzz. So those are some examples of antipathic medicine or treatments. So have you noticed that with these things, your dose over time tends to need to increase? It's very rare that you would actually go backwards and not need them anymore, especially with traditional medicine. Like when you get on a heart medication, it's very unlikely that you will ever get off that heart medication. Most likely, your dose is going to have to increase periodically, and your doctor may switch medicines on you so that you start taking a different one that's supposed to do the same thing, but it's highly unlikely you'll ever actually get off of it. The same thing can be said about some herbal medicines used to treat chronic issues. It's really hard to actually get off of them. And also side effects are really common. Even with herbs and natural treatments, but especially with traditional medicine, right? Often you'll have one medication and then you need another medication piled on top of it to alleviate the symptoms caused by the first medication. It just kind of keeps growing. So that's just really common with allopathic medicine. But what about homeopathy? Homeo literally means like, and pathy is suffering. So this is like to cure like. let me give some examples. So, a lot of people know when you cut a red onion, your eyes start to run, they'll burn, your nose might run. It's very unpleasant. But those symptoms are very similar to what a lot of people experience when they have hay fever. And so if somebody experiencing those symptoms with hay fever takes the homeopathic preparation allium cepa, it can actually relieve their symptoms so they don't have them anymore. Another common one that we use a lot is apis. That's made from the sting of a honeybee, and it works really well for any red, hot, swollen insect bites or stings. It also works for burns that are red, hot, and swollen. It also has a specific picture of a certain type of sore throat, a certain type of headache. It can cover a lot. Rashes. They have to match what our materia medicas tell us is an apis headache or an apis rash. But if it matches, it can alleviate those symptoms. Another example is lachesis. That is made from the venom of a bushmaster snake, and that is helpful for anything from blood poisoning to a headache to a sore throat and a whole lot in between. And of course, that headache and that sore throat is going to look different and feel different than an apis sore throat or headache. It's all about the match. Another example, drawing from my previous one of coffee, we will actually use the homeopathic preparation of coffee, which is called coffea, to help you sleep. Somebody who's having trouble sleeping because their mind is just racing and it won't shut off, and you're tired but you can't sleep because your mind is just going. That is a coffea state. And if you take coffea, it will actually help your mind calm down and help you fall asleep. So that's kind of an example of the contrast there. So all of this is the first pillar of homeopathy, which is known as the law of similars. I am going to talk about the second pillar. There are three in all. I'm going to talk about the second pillar in my next video. It's the direction of cure. And this is how you know that any remedy that you are taking, whether it is traditional medicine, herbal medicine, or homeopathic medicine, whether it is actually helping you and increasing your vitality, or whether even though it is alleviating your symptoms, if it is actually driving your vitality down and making you sicker overall. So, if you enjoyed this video and you are looking forward to hearing more, click the subscribe button and the alert button so that you know when the next video comes out and you won't miss a thing. And if you have any questions or you want to see anything specific in future videos, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.